Is now really a good time to invest in Florida property? You could be forgiven for thinking that now is not a good time for investing in Florida property. What with all the doom and gloom out there regarding the banking crisis, the worldwide recession, and the general market crash, foreign investors must be scared to death to put their hard-earned cash anywhere but in a locked-up box under the bed. We are constantly reading in the news about the downturn in the stock market, the weakening of the key currencies, the rising unemployment rates, and about lenders forcing foreclosure at a rate of knots. It's no wonder that a would-be investor into overseas property markets are bewildered and confused whether now really could be a good time to buy. So what factors should you look at when considering your next investment into Florida property? The first thing is economy. Florida's economy accounts for 5% of the nation's total economic output, and diversity in industries has ensured stability over the last 12 months. International trade. 40% of all US exports to Latin and South America pass through Florida. Miami Airport is the largest handler of international cargo in the US. Third thing is taxes. Florida remains amongst the top 10 states in the nation when it comes to having business-friendly taxes in turn for boosting the local economy. The population. The fourth largest state on population in the US is still experiencing growth, with the University of Florida's Bureau of Economic and Business Research forecasting an increase from the current 18.75 million people to about 25 million in 2035. Affluence. Not only the population increasing in numbers but also in wealth. The per capita personal income of Floridians is $37,720 as per 2009, showing continued year-on-year growth. The source for these figures is the US Department of Commerce. Property prices. Florida property prices are on average 25% below the national average. It's $138,200 versus $184,700 respectively. The source for this is Zillow, January 2010. Below market value stock. More than 500,000 homes have received foreclosure notices in 2009, bringing to the market large numbers of high quality stock at up to 70% below market value prices. Tourism. Florida attracted over 80 million visitors in 2009, and with attractions such as the new Harry Potter theme park that opened in June 2010 in Orlando, expectations for sustained level of tourism are high. The infrastructure. First-class interstates, highways, trains, and air links ensure that accessibility to and within Florida is quick and easy. And finally, the climate. With a year-round subtropical climate, Florida's 350 days of sunshine per year are a real draw not only to overseas visitors, but to US nationals alike. It is well known that the property market anywhere in the world is cyclical. After a recession, all markets bottom out. When this happens, clued-up investors buy in the knowledge that there is only one way out, and that is recovery. This is the cyclical nature of the property market, and this is where substitution comes into play. When an overseas property market hits recession and completely bottoms out, it becomes the peak time to buy with prices at their lowest. After a period of recovery and expansion, the market then sees its peak again. It is when a market hits its peak that knowledgeable investors start to look at new markets, which are at a differing stage of the property market cycle. With general prices of Florida property being as much as 25% below national average, a savvy investor can purchase a real bargain at below market value prices, very comfortable in the knowledge that the market will go into recovery at some point, and then expansion and prices will again increase, almost guaranteeing him a return on his original investment. The key to this style of investment is considering the long-term future and not just the next 5 years. Now is the perfect time to get involved in Florida property. Banks and other financial institutions are finding themselves in situations where they have loans that are unpaid, and homeowners are being forced into foreclosure at a rate of knots, resulting in the banks having excess property stock that they do not know what to do with. In addition to the lending institutions, there's also an abundance of highly motivated sellers, waiting for eager buyers to come forward and save them from the doom and gloom of foreclosure. That eager buyer could be you.